Please subscribe, like and share so that you get our video anytime it is out. Thank you for watching.
It's Benjamin Ogudoro.
Benjamin who?
Ogudoro.
What your age please?
50.
50. Okay, Benjamin, let's not stress you. Just tell us what happened that day.
What happened the first day? It's good that you are here because when my people visited me at the police, they told me all manner of stories in the social media. I thank God this is an opportunity for me to also give you my own side of the story, because social media hype is not just without listening to me. Okay, that is one side of the story. So what happened is that I've been hearing this story that Benjamin poured fuel on his wife and the in-law. That is not true. So what happened is that case is a case of fire incidents. Okay, fire incidents that happened. Can you shoot back? I want to show you something. Can you shoot back? I want to show you something, because one of the things some people are saying is that I should have been consumed together with my wife. Now I want you to put your camera down. Some of you who have camera.
We'll come to that yet. Just give us the story. Take that. We'll take it later.
What type of story?
What happened? The story we're telling us now.
The story I'm telling you is just that my wife came back. Okay, that was on the 1st of April. She came back from Scotland. Probably she wanted to take me unaware. So she called me around 9. When I closed from my office, I hung out with one of my friends. So at about 9, she called me that she's at the gate. She was at the gate. Okay, immediately I called my tenant. Say, please, my wife is at the gate. Can you quickly, are you at home? If you are home, go and open the door for her. So he told me that he was at home. Okay. So immediately me too, I closed and I started rushing back to home. In about 20 minutes or thereabout, I arrived home. Okay, when I arrived home, she had already entered the compound. So we hugged as usual. What happened again is when I got there, the door, okay, I headed to the door to open the door from the back where we can throw the bags. But I found out that the door was already opened by her. It was already open, so, and some bags were taken in. So the remaining one, I helped her to take it. Excuse me. So that's all. We went to our room, and after welcomed her very well, went to our room. Okay, we stayed. At about, I don't want to misquote myself, but after some time, she had a phone call. Hello. After a while, after some time, she had a phone call and she said, "Baby," I said, "Yes." He said, "Please, this phone call, I need to take it where it is. It concerns us." I said, "Okay, no problem." So she headed to the guest room. So when she headed to the guest room, I said, "No problem, go." I waited for her. Like 20 minutes, she didn't come back. Like 30 minutes, she didn't come back. So I went to the place. I went to the guest room where she was with the younger brother. Okay. I gave her a sign. I said, "Baby, are you?" She said, "They are still in the car." I said, "Okay, let me get to the junction there and have one bottle of drink." She said, "Okay." So I left. I went to the junction about 3 posts, 1, 2, 3, about 3 posts from my compound. So I had a bottle of drink and came back. While I was there, the younger brother came. Okay. Maybe he didn't know I had water in water dispenser. So I think he came to buy some pure water. So the seller of the place, the owner of the place now called my attention. Said, "Yeah, in-law came to," because he has stayed with me for more than 5 years. Okay. Both during youth service, after youth service, he stayed with me. That's the younger brother for more than 5 years. So I've also been instrumental to his development. Okay. He only left my house when he got married. Okay. So let me go back to that night. So
So at that time, did you come back?
So.
And when did you meet them? And when did the incident happen?
Okay,
don't talk about the bar for a long time.
Okay, so when I came back, okay, I went straight to my room thinking that she had already retired to my room. No, she wasn't there. So I went back to the guest room. She was there. Okay, I left them. Then I retired to the parlor. Okay, I had my phone to chat with my phone, and then I put on television because my television works in such a way that if you put it on for 2 hours, after 2 hours it shuts itself down.
Okay, at what point did this happen? The incident.
Just a fire incident.
Tell us the fire incident.
At what point did it happen?
Yes.
Okay, I was in the parlor, okay, with my phone. I was chatting with my phone, so I suddenly saw a light from the balcony, okay, a light that is not usual. So I went. When I saw that light that was not usual, I went. So when I went for the light, I saw that there was light. So the door was closed. I just opened the door. When I opened the door, the light, that's the fire, came. And I started firing. Because at that point, I had stayed for some time. Even in my mind, maybe I was thinking, is my wife there or not? But I don't want to say that. But what I'm saying is this. And now, when I opened, that light just came. Look at my hand here. For those of you who have camera, look at.
Just go straight to the.
Look at my leg.
We will capture that later.
Okay. So when I opened, the light came. I started firing, and I moved back because the light had already touched me. So I moved back. When I moved back, thank God, Ifeanyi followed me. So I now opened the parlor. Because the light was much, I now started shouting for help. So thank God the security man around there came. So I now shouted, it was late. So the neighbors had already gone. So I now started shouting for help. Luckily, that place I went to take a bottle. I remembered people usually stay late there, okay? Sometimes they hang out up to 2, 3, 4. So I shouted, I went to the place, thank God some people were there, I shouted, please, fire on my place, fire on my place. So a lot of them moved. I was in pain. So I now said, please, give me, somebody should pour me water, somebody should pour me water, somebody should pour me water.
Okay, and you didn't tell them there were people inside? They were just...
I said, help, my house is on fire, my house is on fire. Okay? So when that happened, and I said, they should, because my body was very hot. So I think the nearest woman there, she said, oh yeah, come inside. So when I got inside, she now started pouring me water. I lie down. That was the last thing I remembered until in the morning. I now finally saw myself in the hospital in the morning.
What was the relationship between you and your wife
before that time?
She came back.
Cordial.
Any disagreement between you and your wife?
No.
The part of the statements your in-law did before he died was that people fought on him and your wife.
That is not true. That is
fire there.
That is
lock them inside.
That is not true. Even that guest house, if you go there now, you find out that you don't even lock it. The key is spoiled. Okay, so you can't even lock somebody inside.
Okay, so why was she in the room with her brother and not with you?
Of course.
There was you didn't have any issue.
No, I told you when she was with me in my bedroom, there was a call. Okay, she received a call and said, "Baby," I said, "Eh?" He said, "This call, I need to be with Ifeanyi." So we discussed on this call. This call bothers our family.
Why were you making efforts to sell the property behind your wife?
Good. Thank God that this question came.
Yes, please.
Good. I did not make any effort to sell a property without her consent. Okay. Now, the time we wanted to sell that property was last year. Okay. Our paper expired, and we needed to renew our 2 years visa for all the families. Okay. And that was going to cost us about more than 8 million naira. We didn't have up to that. So she told me when she was mounting pressure, I said, I cannot gather up to that. With what I have and what you have, it cannot be up to that. So the thought came from her. Say, after all, we are about relocating. That the house in Lagos is not useful for us again. Because why I am here is that I have a lot of things to do. I have my consulting firm, okay? I want to put certain things in order. get people that can run the business while I'm away. When I travel, people can manage it until I come and the rest of it. So that thought came from her. And I want to put some people that are behind it. Her manager that gave her job in Fidelity Bank, his name is Kingsley.
So now
I'm coming. Please.
Those behind
Please.
the selling of the
Yes,
house.
the selling of the house. Kingsley is when my wife was with Fidelity Bank, Kingsley is her manager. Okay? He also, even they discussed it before reaching to me, okay? Because Kingsley too was trying to migrate. So they discussed it. It was just like when my wife told me, I bought into it. And she called Kennedy. Kennedy is a person that bought the place. Some documents were with Kennedy. So I'm coming. My wife called Kennedy and said, Kennedy, if there's any document with you, please send it to my husband because we are trying to sell that property. You can confirm to him. Okay? So the attempt to sell that property was solely coming from her. Then at the same time, when we were able to gather that money and sort our visa issue, when I said, since we don't have need